Welcome back, True Seeker. Back with another major league coincidence. Gerry Connolly becomes the third rep in the Democratic Party to die since Trump retook office. And we covered the death of Sylvester Turner of Texas and Houston. And that was right after the Houston congressman got kicked out of the State of the Union, if you recall, and then Gravala, the Arizona rep, died shortly after, both deaths in March. Now, Gerry Connolly, who's born in March, is dead at 75. And just like how these other two reps died by the numbers, a pattern we've seen for a long time, it didn't just start this year, but clearly so has Gerry Connolly. Notice in Gematria, Gerry Connolly equates to 75. And if you're new here, look up what Gematria is. It's the Kabbalistic practice of coding numbers into words. There's a few songs made about this, including Murder by Numbers by the Police, where killing's as simple as ABC is 1, 2, 3, and how murder is the sport of the elected. Also, Gematria, the killing name. It's another song out there to look up. You can look up Agatha Christie's The ABC Murders. You can look up Jim Carrey's role as the Riddler in Batman, where he lays down Gematria in the Batman film, and also where he lays down Gematria in the movie The Number 23. But yeah, Gerry Connolly, whose name equals 75, is dead at 75. And if you are new here and you're looking at those letters into numbers and you're asking how do those values arrive, it's the alphabetic order with numerology applied. G is the 7th letter. You can see G is worth 7. E is the 5th letter. It's worth 5. R is the 18th letter using the alphabetic order. 1 plus 8 for 18 becomes 9. The numerology of 18 is 9. Y is the 25th letter. 2 plus 5 is 7. You're just taking the alphabetic order, compressing each letter to a single-digit number. Gerry Connolly, 75. From his March 30th birthday to his death is 52 days later. Government equals 52. So does authority. So does president. So does White House. Special number. It's related to time. Again, we have a 52-week calendar. 52 cards in the deck. We got the chump back in office. The top cards in the tarot deck are trump cards. There's 78 tarot cards. Trump's back in office at age 78. Tarot cards equals 119. It's the 119th Congress. But anyway, you could say that Connolly died 52 days after his birthday, or you could also say he died on his 53rd day of his age. He was a rep in Virginia. Virginia equals 53. He's died in his 197th month as a congressman. 197 is the 45th prime number. Of course, Trump wants number 45, the word ritual 45. Don't forget when they called the Trump president-elect the first time around on the anniversary of the fall of the Berlin Wall, November 9th, when Berlin Wall equals 45. But to read a little bit of the reporting, Rep. Gerry Connolly, the top Democrat on the House Committee on Oversight and Government Reform, died on Wednesday at the age of 75. He announced at the end of April that his esophageal cancer had returned and said he would not seek re-election. He said at the time that he planned to step down from the committee soon. It is with immense sadness that we share that our devoted and loving father, husband, brother, friend, and public servant, Congressman Gerald E. Connolly, passed away peacefully at his home this morning, surrounded by family. Isn't it interesting how it always says that? It's like the same line every time these people die by the numbers. The family's all around him. Connolly's family said in a statement. The statement continued, Gerry lived his life to give back to others and make our community better. He looked out for the disadvantaged and voiceless. He always stood up for what is right and just. Yeah, we know that's what our politicians do. They tell no lies. They're here to represent us. It's all truth. It's all justice. That's what our government does. Connolly had served in Congress as a representative of Virginia's 11th district, a largely affluent suburban area outside of Washington since 2009. In addition to the Oversight Committee, Connolly also served on the House Foreign Affairs Committee. Prior to his congressional tenure, he was chair of the Fairfax County Board of Supervisors. Keep in mind today, it's 121 days after Trump took office. Blood sacrifice equals 121. South Africa also equals 121. And of course, Trump met with the South African president today, and the accusation was more stuff to bait the race war that the media is always trying to brew, saying that in South Africa there's a genocide against white farmers. Democrats in Congress picked Connolly to serve as the ranking member of the Oversight Committee in December, rejecting Rep. AOC, her bid to serve as the party's leader on the powerful panel. Ocasio-Cortez, 35, was one of multiple younger Democrats seeking generational change among the party's top ranks. She announced earlier this month that she would not run for Connolly's position on the committee after he stepped down. Several names have been floated as potential contenders, including Reps. Jasmine Crockett of Texas and Kwesi Mfume of Maryland. To look into that. Tributes to Connolly from congressional members, staffers, and journalists flooded social media on Wednesday. Rep. Jamie Raskin, the top Democrat on the House Judiciary Committee, praised Connolly as a fierce champion of federal workers, public integrity, and the people of Virginia. Rep. Mike Turner, Republican of Ohio, called Connolly's legacy one of intellect, integrity, and relentless dedication to the people of Virginia's 11th District and to our allies abroad. His absence will be deeply felt both in Congress and on the international stage, Turner wrote in a post on X. Connolly leaves behind his wife, Kathy, and daughter, Caitlin. Two other House Democrats have died this year. Raul Gravala of Arizona at the age of 77. Remember, D.C.'s the city on the 77th meridian west. United States equals 77. And Sylvester Turner of Texas at the age of 70. Remember, Sylvester Turner equals 70. And not to mention Houston also equals 77, since both of them died in March. And again, Turner died right after the Houston rep was thrown out of the State of the Union. Covered both those stories back in March if you want to go back and look. Yeah, both died in March, the same month Connolly was born in. So amazing how it's always the same. By the numbers, significant numbers, always the same paragraph. He died with the family surrounding him. I mean, it's like what every single one of these articles says. It's like a cookie cutter. It's like, what is it? These, I won't even speculate. We know it's all secret societies at the top. This nation's been founded by secret societies. And D.C. is still the Masonic city. Masonry is based in Kabbalah. Kabbalah is where this whole thing of letters and numbers comes from.